Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News at 5 starts now.
Good evening. We begin tonight with Kern County Public Health confirming with 23 ABC News that 2 more people have died in Kern County due to the flu. According to Public Health, these 2 recent deaths bring the total to 3 in Kern County. The first death was reported back in December. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention says there have been at least 13 million cases of the flu in the U.S., 120,000 hospitalizations, and more than 6,600 deaths this season. Medical experts advise that if you are experiencing flu symptoms, you should stay at home, cover a cough or a sneeze with a tissue, wash your hands often and thoroughly, and avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. A passenger who landed at Los Angeles International Airport overnight was hospitalized amid increased concerns over coronavirus. ABC News is reporting that it's unclear if the passenger who arrived on a flight from Mexico City has coronavirus or what symptoms were exhibited. This development comes a day after LA County public health officials said it was very possible the area will see at least 1 patient given the number of people traveling between Southern California and China. LA officials said so far there have been no local cases of the China-based coronavirus, but they note that with the Lunar New Year holiday, travel from China may be at increased levels now. We turn now to the very latest on the chemical leak at a facility near Taft. Taft residents are back to their daily routines after some were recommended to evacuate and others were told to just shelter in place. The incident was reported around 9:40 yesterday morning after County Fire received reports of a possible acrylamide leak at Taft Manufacturing off of South Lake Road near Taft. Authorities set up a perimeter around the facility as they looked to stop the leak. 30 employees were evacuated and then moved away from the facility by a KCFD bus. According to County Fire, a drone was flown in to begin the initial investigation. The information gathered confirmed the leak, and crews from Environmental Health and KCFD were able to stop it hours later. 23 ABC spoke with KCFD yesterday, and they said they were told a tank arrived at the facility already leaking.
Initially, what we've received was that it was a tank coming from that was shipped in that just had some leaking already taken place is what we currently have, but it's not official yet.
Public Health spokesperson Michelle Corson addressed that information provided by County Fire.
We cannot confirm if the container arrived and in what condition it arrived. We know what we are being told at this point. We will absolutely have that as a part of the investigation that we conduct.
The investigation is ongoing. County Fire also adding today that notices were sent yesterday to residents in the area via Ready Kern. And speaking of Ready Kern, County Fire urges residents living and working within Kern County to sign up for the alert system. You can do that by going to readykern.com and you will receive emergency notifications. New this evening, the widow and children of a former Bakersfield attorney are gearing up to hold a press conference tomorrow. The press conference is regarding the wrongful death lawsuit of Benjamin Green against the Bakersfield Track Club, Inc. Green died while running in a 5K race at Hart Park in 2017. The Kern County coroner said 48-year-old Green started experiencing complications while running the 5K at Hart Park. Youngblood said that he became unresponsive and started to receive medical aid. According to the coroner, the cause of death was hypertensive and a cardiovascular disease with contributing factors of methamphetamine intoxication. It is scheduled for 11:45 tomorrow morning at the Kern County Superior Court. The Bakersfield City Council has officially voted to purchase the Calcot Limited facility in East Bakersfield as the new homeless shelter as they look to address the homeless crisis within the city. 23 ABC's Leslie Gooden has been speaking to community members all day and joins us live from East Bakersfield tonight with more. Leslie?
Yes, good evening. That's right. I'm here at the Calcot facility where the Bakersfield City Council has decided to turn this into a homeless shelter. Now, I spoke with a business owner who's right next door who shared with me what his concerns are. John Sacco, president and owner for the Sierra International Machinery in East Bakersfield, says he's lived here his entire life and grew up working at the family business, which happens to share a property line with the Calcot facility that will soon become a homeless shelter. His greatest concern is the location of the shelter next to a bustling highway that he says is not an area fit for walking travelers or pedestrians.
But as you look to the east, there are no sidewalk, and there's one street light. It's pretty dark during the evenings here, and this isn't a neighborhood driving 25 miles an hour. Look at these cars. These cars are traveling faster than 45. These guys are going 50, 55 miles an hour.
Sacco telling 23 ABC he asked City Council to place the entrance of the facility on Washington Street, but he says Council said no.
I've been promised that they would help on our fence line because we have a long fence line with Calcot, and people who have substance abuse need money to feed their habit. The best way a lot of these people like to get money is stealing copper, stealing metal.
And Sacco is not the only individual in the community that is opposing the new shelter. Arlena Waller, founder of the MLK Community Initiative, whose purpose is to revitalize, provide resources, and support the people of Southeast Bakersfield, says the shelter will not help in building this community back up.
Every month with the MLK Community Initiative and planning where would we like housing, where would we like lights, where would we like safe parks, curb and gutter. Not one member or resident ever said we want a homeless shelter.
Waller says she was heartbroken with the Calcot decision. She said she obtained 1,000 signatures from community members opposing the 150-bed shelter that the city says after 3 years has the potential to expand to 450 beds. Officials, 1,000 signatures were received and filed with the city council for consideration before the decision was made.
For these resources for more than 30 years, they're barren. And to collect 1,000 signatures from residents who say no to Calcot and to completely have that ignored is yet another insult to this community.
City Council also approved a motion directing the staff to develop neighborhood improvement plans for the area surrounding the Calcot location and the area around Kern County homeless shelter. For now, in Bakersfield, Leslie Gooden, 23 ABC News, connecting you.
All right, Leslie, thanks. We are less than 12 hours away from the Homeless Collaborative conducting its annual census around the county. The final number of homeless individuals will determine the type of services needed for homeless programs and funding provided by the federal government. Earlier this week, the Homeless Collaborative announced that more than 600 people are expected to volunteer for the point-in-time count. Last year, there were around 400 volunteers. The point-in-time count will take place from 3:30 until 10:30 a.m. throughout the county. We will have team coverage tomorrow morning. 23 ABC's Daniela Garrido and Bayon Wang will have all that you need to know about the count as it happens. And be sure to tune in to 23 ABC News first at 4:30. Meantime, the city of Bakersfield is sharing the progress that's been made after complaints of homeless encampments. These pictures are from along the equestrian trail near the Kern River. The rapid response team began the cleanup process, and they showed before and after pictures of the cleanup. City officials say the rapid response team, funded by Measure In, cleared the area this weekend. Well, many people waking up today to some fog covering the skies in Bakersfield. Here's a picture that was posted on Twitter by the city of Bakersfield showing the fog in downtown. They also advise people to drive safely in these conditions. And as we bring in 23 ABC's meteorologist Allison Gargaro, that was a kind of a surprise to wake up to this morning.
Yeah, we were tracking that fog, but we were seeing it down to a visibility of 1/4 of a mile. So these are pictures from some of our 23 ABC viewers. We are seeing this at the Ming Avenue exit on the 99. I mean, you can barely see several cars in front of you, and we are tracking the chance to see that over the next several afternoons because the fog just did not dissipate. So we are seeing those very low-hanging clouds, so that did not let the sun peek through here in Bakersfield today, and you can see most of that is in the valley. So those temperatures are right on track with seasonal right now here in Bakersfield, 57. But like I said, we are tracking the chance for that reduced visibility mainly in the valley again tomorrow, and we could be seeing those very low visibility values. But something that we are seeing that we didn't see today is an increase in winds due to a system that's going to be sweeping through the Pacific Northwest, keeping us dry, but an increase in those winds will create mixing in the atmosphere. So hopefully that will help the fog to dissipate a little bit earlier today so that we can be seeing some of those sunny skies tomorrow. But I have more details on what temperatures you could be expecting coming up next.
All right, Allison, thanks. Well, here at 23 ABC, we are proud to promote the importance of literacy. With today being National Reading Day, it was only fitting to do our big giveaway at Zephyr Lane Elementary as part of our annual If You Give a Child a Book campaign. 23 ABC's Emma Lockhart joins us in studio with more on how children went home with a new book and a special message. Emma?
Jess, this morning was full of surprises. Not only did hundreds of local students go home with a book, but our parent company, the Scripps Howard Foundation, presented the Kern Literacy Council with $10,000. The giveaway shining a light on the importance of literacy with us here at 23 ABC News, hoping our gift instills a passion for reading at a young age and the resources to succeed.
There was gratitude, a room full of joy, and a little Star Wars action at Zephyr Lane Elementary Thursday morning. 23 ABC News sent hundreds of students home with their very own book, a simple gift, but one that can make all the difference in a child's life.
The number of books in the home is a key indicator of school success.
Our partner, the Kern Literacy Council, says many children attending low-income schools here in Kern County don't have a single book at home. Our giveaway this morning, all in an effort to change that. A few months back, 23 ABC employees donated thousands of dollars from our paychecks as part of our company's If You Give a Child a Book campaign. The mission of the campaign to fill local children's hands with books that will help them blossom academically.
So when you build that love and that foundation of reading skills at such a young age, I feel like it carries positively through.
We also gave thousands to the KLC to support programs year-round. The most impactful surprise of the day, presenting the KLC with a $10,000 check from the Scripps Howard Foundation. Oh my God. The KLC now armed with funding to help underprivileged children thrive, and Zephyr Lane students now with a book of their own that can open a world of opportunity.
She was outside taking some pictures with the kids in their books, and one said, I'm going to read it, I'm going to have my parents read it to me, and one kid said, I'm going to read it myself. So they really are enthusiastic.
Now, the KLC says they will use the money donated today to help combat summer reading loss, an issue they say impacts underprivileged children who can fall behind 2 or 3 months every summer. Reporting in studio, Emma Lockhart, 23 ABC, connecting you.
So cool. Thanks for that, Emma. The community coming together at the Mechanics Bank Convention Center for the annual prayer breakfast. The Bakersfield Prayer Breakfast has been an annual tradition for 40 years, and it's meant to bring the community together in prayer for the growth and prosperity of the city, state, nation, and world. Hundreds attended the event at the convention center. One attendee says the prayer is very essential.
And this is a very important event to me. It's very near and dear. I think this is the best thing we could do, is to pray for our community, all of our first responders, our police. We need it more than ever, I think, in this day and age.
This year, Rocky Fleming was the keynote speaker for the event. Rocky's keynote message focused on peace.